Hi, welcome to another episode of Unscripted. This is your host, Mikey.
Hey Danny,
Yay!
we're together today.
We're together today in lovely New York City. So,
Yes.
yeah, it's less than 10 degrees outside. It was quite a trek to get here, but yeah.
Yeah, very, very cold. Anyways, we're gonna explore the city,
Yeah.
enjoy the weather
Mhm.
where we can. I mean, it's sunny today, which is good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made some
Yeah.
plans today. We're gonna get a nice lunch at this Vietnamese place. I think it's called, what is it called?
Man.
Ma'am. I don't know how to pronounce the
Yeah,
A.
the
It has like
pronunciation.
an accent mark, but yeah. So,
But yeah.
mhm.
Anyways, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll try to stay alive and not be frozen into popsicles.
Right. For sure.
Anyways.
Anyway, yeah.
I want to talk about the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the summer?
I think, I don't know, something about this cold weather makes me yearn for warmer temperatures,
Mm.
holidays somewhere 80 degrees and above.
Right.
Yeah.
It is a trade-off, though. I know that you mentioned that you like winter because it's less crowded, there's less people, but in the summer it's too chaotic. But the
That's
weather
true.
is nice.
That's true. That's
So-
why I'm a big fan of the summer escapade. You know, somewhere warm, somewhere close to the beach, preferably, with good food. Yeah, like laid back, seaside town vibes. Yeah.
Which country would you consider going to explore said escapade?
I think given that, you know, I do work full time, I don't want to deal with jet lag too much.
Right.
Anything within like a 3-hour time zone difference is amazing. So probably somewhere in the Western Hemisphere. I would say South America seems interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about going north in the summertime.
Yeah.
Maybe it's interesting. I've never been to Canada.
Really?
Or like northern Canada, I guess.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah, I've been to Toronto once.
Mm.
I've been to Niagara Falls, but just the American side.
Oh, so like, so you went to like Buffalo, New York, and like just saw the falls from. Okay, I see.
Well, we went on a tour bus and then we drove to Toronto. Yeah, it was fun, but it was like, you know, it wasn't the full Canadian experience, I felt like.
For sure.
But still
Yeah.
good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess like where in South America would you go?
Maybe Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah. Brazil, you know, I heard Colombia is a good location.
For sure.
Yeah.
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 Argentina apparently is super fun as well.
I
I
see.
heard. So I've heard.
Yeah.
Never been. Yeah.
Okay, so I heard from researching about fire that Medellin in Colombia is a great city for people who are looking to fire effectively.
Yeah.
It's a great expat city,
Great.
and you know the geo arbitrages circumstances are pretty good there. So that's definitely on my bucket list. I do want to check out Medellin when when the time is right.
For sure.
But have you been?
I've not.
Okay.
But I have been to Portugal, Lisbon, and Sintra. Sintra's like a little bit outside of Lisbon. But honestly, I thought, you know, Lisbon was a really nice place for expats, as well as like, I don't know, tourists. It's like relatively quiet, it's super clean, it feels safe. The public
Yeah.
transit is alright. But
Not as great as New York.
not as great as New York.
Really?
Yeah, we're Boston.
That's sarcastic.
But yeah. I just
Wow.
thought, I
Worse
don't know.
than New York. That's
Worse
interesting.
than New York, but obviously the cost of living is super duper affordable relative to what
I
it is
see.
right here.
I see.
But yeah, I think it is going up because there's just a mass influx of, I don't know, people looking to retire there. So I think, yeah, a lot of variables change when, you know, places are more attractive and, you know, it also drives up the cost of living.
I see.
So these assumptions that we have about what's like, you know, the ideal fire number or whatnot are always changing.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think it's going to change significantly? You know, I heard Japan is going through a inflationary
Yeah.
period, so it's not as
That's true.
It won't be as attractive as it was in prior years.
For sure, for sure. I think it will still obviously be a really great place in terms of nature and culture and food.
Yeah.
But
Affordability is not.
Affordability is obviously everywhere around the world. It's just increasing in terms of cost of living. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hard to predict which one.
I'm curious how high or how extreme the inflationary pressures are in Japan. Like how expensive have things become, you know, in the prior couple of years.
Yeah.
Well, I guess in the prior year, because I think it's only started in 2025.
Right.
That inflationary period. But then again, the stock market is the index. The Nikkei has been
The Nikkei 225.
Yeah, it's been going on a tear. So if you haven't invested in Nikkei, sorry, you lost a huge opportunity.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like when you look at history, it's like, well, you know, technically the Nikkei 225 has recovered from like the 1980s like collapse a little bit more, but it's like, well, are we also on the verge of a similar, I don't know, situation? Who knows?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it is a problem. I think that wages have not risen on par with all the stock market indices. That's kind of a trend.
Right.
But I think there's an element of like also inflation, not inflation, but efficiencies where, you know, as long as wages are rising above the cost of living, things should be okay.
True. But it's not, and that's the reality. Actually, okay, this other interesting thought came to mind where, is it because of the lack of rising wages, like the amount of productivity that could have been allocated to, you know, wages was actually converted into, I guess, like stock market gains? I think about that sometimes.
Maybe. I do wonder if you think about not just wages from, you know, one's salary, but also if you look at like, you know, the dividend and interest from, you know, their investments, is it rising above 3% a year? And I guess it depends on, you know, how much someone has invested in markets and fixed income and whatnot. But I do feel like it has. I do feel like it has been, at least, you know, if you're well invested in equities, it's been growing well above 3% a year.
Yeah.
So I'm sure the dividends must have as well.
Right.
So that's something to think about, perhaps.
Yeah.
It just goes to show it's important to invest.
I guess, yeah, it is, right? But, you know.
I picked up Rich Dad Poor Dad again.
Oh, God. What do you think about him?
You're not a fan.
I'm not a fan. Absolutely not.
I think he was like one of the predecessors to Fire.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he was before or after, but I think some of the principles are kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Like I remember the 4 boxes pretty well.
Right.
Was it like wages, investments, real estate? I forget the other 4.
I'm just like, I'm not a fan of him as a person.
Wait, what's the dish? I don't know the story.
I vaguely remember that he was obviously like encouraging all of these like, I don't know, risky investments into real estate and whatnot, and it's like if you're not like a property owner, you're kind of a loser, and that sort of attitude of like, oh, you need to, I don't know, like it's but also he makes that claim, and I think most of his income probably comes from like his ability to sell like these books with kind of like loosey-goosey bullshit ideas, and at the same time he is, I forget, like millions of dollars like in debt at the same time. So I don't know, I feel like it just challenges a bit of his credibility.
I How do you know that he was millions of dollars in debt?
Okay, like, someone please fact check this, but at the same time, like, yeah, just not good vibes.
That's interesting.
From Kiyosaki. I do think that some of the ideas in the way that he frames, like money, are to a certain extent helpful, but I think for the most part it is problematic. Yeah.
Damn.
So.
I see. Yeah. Maybe I'll be putting that book down now.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, no, it's been a while since I've reread it, and
Yeah.
I have it sitting around, so why not?
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, diversifying your asset base is always an important, or income base.
Yeah.
Or having multiple streams of income is always an important thing.
Right.
Maybe private investments was like the last piece of the four-piece pie, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wages. I don't know. Don't quote me on this either. Wages, equities, real estate, and private investments. Private equity.
Yeah.
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 What do you think of the recent? Well, I don't know if this is recent, but I guess I've recently learned about ETFs that allow you to have small shares of private companies.
I would say.
And you don't have to be an accredited investor. Meaning
Right.
like net worth of $1 million, I think, or $200,000.
My thinking about that is that obviously I don't really know enough about it to really bet on, I don't know, its appreciation, but I do think that, I guess, like, having a little bit invested would keep that on the radar enough for me to pay attention to it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I don't know.
What's like a good percentage, do you think, to like invest in that sort of thing and help people fully?
I think obviously, like, anything less than 10% in any individual holding.
Yeah, I have like less than 5.
Yeah.
But that's exciting,
Yeah.
You get access to private markets because
Right.
the private companies these days are so profitable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get that OpenAI IPO.
Isn't like BlackRock like technically a part of the S&P? I forget.
I don't know.
Like there are companies that do operate like private equity activities like within like the larger, like the broader public markets. So it's, I don't know, I feel like you kind of do get a bit of diversification already by investing in public stocks that also operate private businesses as well. I mean, like, but
That's true. That's true. But
So I
I
don't-
guess if you want the raw actual equity,
right.
but I also am curious how they structure these.
Yeah, these products, what are their expense ratios? Like,
Very high, 45%. Yeah,
yeah, that's,
it's really high.
I don't know if, see?
Yeah. I mean, OpenAI is going public this year,
Yeah.
supposedly, so
Right.
really nice. That's the big thing. So like some of the bigger companies like that are on everyone's radars, Anthropic, OpenAI, SpaceX. I don't know if Neuralink's on anyone's radar, but it's pretty
I
big.
think at one point it was, but
Yeah, I mean those are all packaged into some of these newer ETFs, which I think is good because it's like you want the safest, the quote unquote safest,
Right.
best bets.
Yeah.
And these private companies are effectively that. I mean, we'll see. Like,
Right. Yeah. Do you diversify as well in precious metals like silver and gold?
No, because and maybe I should because they're going on a tear, but there's just nothing fundamental about it. But I understand that they're good counterweights.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they've been doing so well, and they're much better counterweights than like
For sure.
crypto. Yeah.
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 Yeah. I feel like the general impression is that like central banks usually flee to precious metals when they don't trust like government bonds in other countries, so they convert all their assets into, I guess, gold for like a short period of time when there's a lot of like geopolitical tension, and then after that they
There is a lot of geopolitical.
Oh yeah, and I think that's the reason why like it's been appreciating so much. Like,
were they using dollars previously?
I think, okay, so the history that I knew about vaguely is that in the 1980s, like the dollar used to be backed or by gold. Like you could literally trade in like, what is it, dollars at a fixed like $37 like what is it? 1 ounce of gold is fixed at like a $37 like price.
Oh, interesting.
And eventually, I think like there were too many dollars in circulation, and then there was not enough gold to like give people like basically the U.S. like just defaulted on everyone by just like debasing its currency. And
Was it shifting to like based on good faith versus gold?
yeah, so fiat currency, aka like good faith, which made its value like subjective, which yeah, basically and that caused like the price of gold to just like appreciate like quite a lot because it was no longer like fixed at a certain conversion. So yeah,
Yes.
which I guess I don't know. I think like in recent economic history, gold has been a relatively good hedge against like shocks to like the stock market.
It's been great.
But I think as of late, all asset classes, including precious metals, have been just like going to the roof, and there hasn't really been that like I don't know.
There's something about the volatility of the markets, though. I mean,
Yeah.
it's at an all-time high, but
Right.
it's so volatile.
Yeah.
I mean, I think what's underlying that is like this question of whether the AI bet will pay off. I hope so.
I
for all
hope
of our
so.
sakes.
I am cautious. I think there's maybe I think there's like a 65% chance that it might pay off. The remaining 35 is just hype. So
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
But yeah, recently I think silver like went on a kind of a bit of a delusional rise, and it I don't know went
Do you
down.
always wonder, like, when you buy these ETFs, like, what's behind? Do these ETF companies have actual gold and silver backing these? I guess they do. I guess they have.
Yeah, I think what you're paying for is like just the like price. Like you're invested in something that tracks the price of gold or the price of silver, but I don't think you actually have like a
Rights
claim
to-
or rights to the actual underlying asset.
But then how does that value assigned? Because
Yeah.
like with other ETFs, I mean, they're selling and buying shares of
Right.
equities,
Yeah.
and pre-packaging into a portfolio that people get a share of.
Yeah.
But also, would you ever consider buying physical gold?
Physical
I've seen
gold.
people do that on TikTok. They'll buy actual like bullions.
Right,
Is
right.
that what it's called, bullions?
Yeah, I think like there are transaction costs to buying physical gold. Like you have to find
That's
like
true.
right like a broker, and they also
broker.
take a commission. And is that commission competitive with like an ETF that tracks the price?
So you're saying we just gotta go and pan our gold like those miners?
Might as well, right?
Do you own any gold jewelry?
Do I own any gold jewelry? I think I have like a gold
You do?
like what is it? Not
Necklace?
necklace, but like
Like a chain?
I think I have like a Buddha shaped like gold
Oh, how
like amulet.
contradictory.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't have any gold.
Yeah.
Anything. I don't know. I just feel like knowing me, I'd probably like lose it somewhere, or like it'll just like fall off my neck or something.
Right.
And then I just lose like $200.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't spend more than $200 on anything gold.
That's fair.
I wish I wouldn't spend anything because I
Right.
don't have anything. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's interesting how that market is also impacted by gold. I guess all gold jewelry is going up in price.
Yeah.
I have to say I'm fascinated by like jewelry making. It's just interesting to watch these videos and see people like crafting with precious metals and gems and things like that.
Yeah.
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 We should do a whole series of like panning
We
for gold,
should.
refining it,
Yeah.
to gold jewelry.
I remember when I was a kid, I went to this like not gold mine, but like this gold panning like activity site in like upstate New York. And
Wait, they have gold in upstate New York?
I think so. Like you could go to like there are places where it's like a tourist attraction. Like you go there and then you like kind of like pan for gold, but you like get like little tiny specks of like, I don't know, like gold sand, and then
That's funny.
like you get to like package it in like mineral oil, and it comes in this like really small bottle,
I
and that's
see.
your little like take home souvenir.
Gotta scale that up.
Yeah. But I guess that's why gold mines exist, right? So
How much is gold like per ounce? I wonder.
was it? I remember.
It was like something crazy, like a couple $1,000s.
Yeah, it's like $3,000 to $4,000.
That's
Something.
crazy.
I don't quote me on this.
Because an ounce is like small. It's
Yeah.
like 1/16. It's 1/16 of a pound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I'm surprised that I memorized that.
Yeah. Yeah. Science.
But yeah, that's crazy. Anyways, expect a gold mining video sometime in the
I
future.
guess so.
We'll add it
I
to
mean,
the,
if you're interested in watching us mine for gold, like
we'll add it to the list, the video
Yeah.
idea list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, maybe this can wrap it up.
Yeah, I think this is a good time. Anyway,
Okay.
let me know your thoughts on the markets, what your plans are in the future to arbitrage.
Yeah. Do you have any gold investments?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of gold? What do you think of silver?
Yeah.
Do you prefer one or the other?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Anyway,
thank you. Please leave a comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
thank you guys for watching. Bye.